Our Nancy Cordes following all things Democrat from Washington. Nancy, again, Bernie Sanders predicting once again a contested convention fight come July, though at current Hillary Clinton is some 200 delegates away from clinching the nomination outright. With her in the position that she is in, even with regard to superdelegates, what is the likelihood of this scenario in Philadelphia come July?
It's a very small likelihood, Josh. Senator Sanders is trying to sort of raise the bar for Hillary Clinton. The tradition is that Democrats who have this two-tiered system where you've got pledged delegates who have to go along with their state's vote, and then these super delegates, party officials who can change their mind and back either candidate. You put those two together, you have to hit this magic number over 2,300, and then you've essentially clinched the nomination. What Sanders is saying is that Hillary Clinton is not going to hit that number with pledged delegates alone come July. She needs super delegates. Well, sure, that is part of the system. Technically, he's right that up until the last minute in July, there are super delegates who could change their minds and decide not to back Hillary and decide to back him instead. That's what he's urging them to do. But the question is, what incentive is there for them to do that? If she is leading in the popular vote, she has a big lead among pledged delegates. So without some kind of major change in this race, some major stumble by Hillary Clinton, there really isn't going to be that push for a large chunk of superdelegates who are by and large supporting her right now to change their minds.
And even if the superdelegates from the states won by Sanders flip to Sanders, the math still doesn't work out in the senator's favor. Meanwhile, Donald Trump has said, Nancy, he plans to use Sanders' attacks on Clinton against her in the fall. But we heard Bernie Sanders once again yesterday say, I think the Republicans have all the opposition research that they're going to need to attack my rival come a general election. What sort of campaign can we expect from Bernie Sanders moving forward?
You know, he has made it very clear, Josh, interestingly, that he is not going to let up on Hillary Clinton. He is not going to stop creating contrast between the two of them, even if in a couple of weeks she does clinch the number of delegates she needs, technically, to win the nomination. He says that it is important, for example, for Democratic voters to know that he polls better than Hillary Clinton in a general election matchup against Trump. He thinks that that's a factor that superdelegates should consider when deciding who to get behind. This is highly unusual, especially in the Democratic Party, that someone who is almost eliminated from the race is saying, look, I am still going to go up against the frontrunner. But, you know, that's where we are. I think the Hillary Clinton campaign has kind of come to terms with that. And while it is true that Donald Trump pointed out this weekend that he is going to use some of Sanders' attacks against Hillary against her himself, it is also true, as Sanders says, that Trump has plenty of material on his own and would be attacking Hillary Clinton whether or not he was staying in this race.
Quickly, Nancy, Hillary Clinton also made a comment yesterday to which many Native Americans took offense. She said in an interview that she has some experience dealing with men who have sometimes gone off the reservation. The campaign immediately apologized. Donald Trump did take offense as a man. So in sum, could this have any impact?
You know, it'll be a story for a day or two, but I think because the campaign came out so quickly and said, look, she didn't mean to use language that was offensive to anyone. That's not what this campaign is about. We don't embrace divisive language, and we're very sorry for what she said. I do think that mitigates the damage. You know, whether men will continue to be offended, I can't say. You know, it's true that Donald Trump said on behalf of mankind he was offended, but you know, you can't argue that Hillary Clinton has had some men in her life who have done and said things at times that perhaps they wish they hadn't, and you know, and she's saying that she has an experience with that, and she will lead it because she's got a highly unpredictable opponent in the general election in Donald Trump.
That's fair to say. Nancy Cordes with the Democrats, we thank you.
You're welcome.